Hi all, you are watching Winnie's Edu World, and today I am here with couple of MCQs from Real Numbers, Chapter 1, Grade 10. You will get an idea about the format of the questions being asked, and it will be also a good revision. I'm sure you will enjoy. So let's get started. The MCQ questions are going to be of three different types. Standalone questions, the ones that you have been doing since a long time. Second one will be assertion and reason based questions. This is the only section where you will have to think a little bit deeper and be very careful in order not to lose any marks. Then case based questions, that's very simple, just like your standalone. Okay, so we will be doing all these three kind of questions. So I want you to do it with me. You can place me on pause and say your answer for yourself, and let's check if you're getting it correct or not. Okay, so the first question: the largest number which divides 70 and 125, leaving remainders 5 and 8. Yes, who all got the answers? If you got the answer, very good. Did you do like this? 70 minus 5, which is equal to 65, and 125 minus 8 is equal to 117. So, which is your answer? There you go. 13th. Right? Perfect. So, we got option number A. Let's go to the next question. I hope that was very easy. This is again an easy question. If two positive integers p and q can be expressed as p equal to ab square and q equal to a cube b, and a and b being prime numbers, then the LCM of this and this is how much? Is it difficult? Very easy. P equal to A into B and Q equal to A into A into A into B. Yes guys, so which one? There you go. Option number C. A cube, this A cube and this B square. Correct? Perfect. So let's go for the next question. The least number that is divisible by all the numbers from 1 to 10. Yeah, this your answer should come within fraction of seconds. Did you get it? See, 10 you cannot divide by all numbers. 100 you cannot divide by all numbers. 504, check it, you cannot divide, because 2520 is the only number in maths which can be divided by all the numbers from 1 to 10, and it was discovered by our great mathematician Mr. Ramanujam. So that is 2520. Perfect. Now let's go to the next question. So here comes our assertion based question. Guys, when you are doing this question, be extra careful. Okay, it's very good to be careful instead of doing any careless mistake. When you are doing assertion and reasoning based questions, solve them one by one. Sometimes even though you solve these questions correctly, the options get you confused. So that's why little bit of care is very important. So let us solve assertion first. 7 into 13 into 11 plus 11, and this particular number 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 3, they are saying these are composite numbers. Looking at it itself, it's very clear that it is composite numbers, because definitely this has got more than 2 factors. I am very sure. Are you sure? If you are sure, try to do it. I think I'll take 11 common and this will become plus 1. So what will it become? Yeah, 11 into 91 plus 1. Okay, so how much is it? 11 into 92. Definitely 92 is going to have lot of factors, guys. 2 into 2 into 23. Yeah, so is it a composite number? Yes. So what does it say? Assertion is correct. The same way, try to figure out reason. But when you look at reason, be very careful. See, they are saying not a composite number. That means this is prime. Does it look like a prime number? No way. So reason is wrong. So which option will you go for? C. How many of you got it correct? All of you? It was easy, right? Okay. These kind of questions only will come, yeah. Nothing to worry. HCF of two or more numbers is equal to product of the smallest power of each common prime factor involved in the numbers. Understood? So let us first solve this one. Whoever got the answer, you can just write it down there. So now if I take three numbers, a raised to 2 and a raised to 3. So which is HCF, highest common factor in all three? A, right? A raised to 1. So does it make sure that our assertion is correct? Yes, assertion is correct. Okay, now let's go for reasoning. What's happening in reasoning? The HCF of 12 and 21 and 15, yeah, 12, 21 and 15 is 3. That's perfectly correct. All these three come in 3's table and 3 is the highest common factor. So reasoning is also correct. And what is the good point about this? Assertion is correct, reasoning is correct, and this is the perfect explanation of assertion. So which option? Option A. Correct? Good. So now let's go to the next option. Next question. The product of two consecutive positive integer is divisible by 2. Yes. So yeah, let's get started. How are you going to do this? If one number is n, which is my next consecutive number, n plus 1, right? Either one of them have to be an even number. 2 into 2 plus 1, 2 is an even number. 3 into 3 plus 1, 4 is an even number. So if it's an even number, it is going to be divisible by 2. Correct? So assertion is correct. How about reasoning? Quick, don't take much time, it's very easy. Look at the number. Is it a composite number? Does it have more factors? You have to understand. Yeah. The last term, the digit at the ones place is 5. So, is it a composite number? It is a composite number. That is correct. But is this the correct explanation of your assertion? Is it the correct explanation? No, it is not the correct explanation because it is totally different. They are talking about something divisible by 2 and here they are talking about composite number. So definitely reasoning is not the explanation of assertion. So which option? Option number B. Nice, no? Now we will go to the next question, which is case-based questions. Very, very simple. Read it very carefully. Okay, you get lot of information from this paragraph. To enhance the reading skills of grade 10 students, the school nominates you and 2 of your friends to set up a library. There are 2 sections, section A and B of grade 10. There are 32 students in section A and 36 students in section B. So this is the information that we have. What is the minimum number of books you will acquire for the class library? Minimum. Yeah. so that they can be distributed equally among the students. So what will you do when they ask such a question? This is a keyword, minimum number. You will go for LCM, LCM of 32 and 36. What will be that? LCM of 32 and 36. You do it on paper, okay? 288. Okay, you should do it on paper and check if your answer is correct or not. So let's go to the next one. If the product of two positive integers is equal to the product of this, then the HCF of this is how much? Yes, what is your answer? This and all I don't think I have to do, right? It's very simple. B. Just check if you're getting the correct answer. 36 can be expressed as the product of its primes as what? 36. Product of its prime. Which one will you go for? 2 into 2 into 3 into 3, 4 into 9. Done? Okay. Now look at this. Is it a prime number or a composite number? We just did it. It's a composite number. Correct? Let's go to the last question. Okay. If P and Q are positive integers such that P is equal to this much and Q is equal to A square B, so you have to find the LCM. Yes? Tell me fast. Option B, A square, B square. That's it, and we are done with today's session. Guys, if you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe. If I get more views and likes, these kind of sessions will definitely continue. So please do motivate me by liking and viewing and sharing it with your friends. So thank you for now. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.